Let's see. Morning Joe is now calling Hispanic voters racist. It's all they've got, right? It's just variations on identitarianism, identity politics. That's all they've got. They'll just keep coming up with new facets of bigotry that they can blame everything on. It's just amazing. Benny Johnson, they've lost the plot. Well, we knew they would.
I just say really quickly, too, Democrats need to be mature, and they need to be honest. And they need to say, yes, there's misogyny. But it's not just misogyny from white men. Mm-hmm. It's misogyny from Hispanic.
So revealing. It's not just misogyny from white men, because that was the party line, right? It's only there's one group that's not protected, straight white men. And there's all of the bad things, all the is and isms and phobias. There was only straight white men, right? So he's revealing there that was their whole thing, right? So just blame straight white men for everything. But now they're having to change it up a little bit because the election didn't go their way. So now it's not just white men. There's other men too, because of course, men on the whole are bad. Let's see, the patriarchy and all that.
White men.
Right.
It's misogyny from black men, things we've all been talking about, who do not want a woman leading them. Might be.
So misogyny from black men as well. So it turns out, they're clarifying for us, it's not just misogyny from white men. Now it's also misogyny from black men as well. I bet you Joe Scarborough is absolutely terrified of the patriarchy now, even more than he was before.
Race issues with Hispanics. They don't want a black woman as president of the United States. The Democratic Party, I've always found when you're sitting around talking, they love to just sort of balk.
So now it's white men bad, obviously, but also black men bad. And then also Latinos, Hispanics also bad. Who's really left for them? This feels like this strategy just failed spectacularly. And maybe the solution is not to just double down on it, to take it even further. It is a weird thing, though, with the left, is that if something doesn't work, if they go too far left and it doesn't work, the only solution is further left. Demonize more people, find more people to demonize. It's utterly bizarre. And even this guy gets paid. Also, the guy who told us a couple weeks before the debate that Joe Biden, he just talked to Joe Biden, and Joe Biden was the best version of Joe Biden ever. Sharp as a tack, so dynamic. He gets paid to tell people what to think on TV. Weird.
Organize everybody into these separate groups and say, oh, white people don't like women and black people. No, it is time for the Democrats to say, okay, and you and I have talked about this before, a lot of Hispanic voters have problems with black candidates.
Right.
A lot
and
of
with other Hispanics. You've got some that don't like each other. And some of the most misogynist things I've heard going on this Get Out the Vote tour came from black men. I mean,
it's just amazing seeing them flailing like this, just struggling to find something acceptable to blame their failure on. I mean, one thing is certain. They can't tell the truth. They can't say that actually Kamala was a terrible candidate. The Biden administration was not a successful administration, at least not for voters. People are sick of wokeness and identitarianism. But they can't just say that. They can't just admit that they themselves were part of the problem. Their propagandizing, their transparent propagandizing was part of the problem. And it is surprising to see them confront one aspect of reality, which is that every single group, not just white men, trespasses upon their woke sacred cows. But they can't grasp that that's not actually the reason for their failure. The reason for their failure is that Kamala Harris, and in fact, the media complex itself, had nothing serious to say about the border and the economy. Trump did. And on top of that, as an added bonus, Trump was promising to get rid of wokeness, which nobody really likes except for a fringe minority. But when confronted with these just basic realities, what is Joe Scarborough's, what is MSNBC's reaction? Oh, there's even more misogyny than we thought. And I hope they keep this shit up right up until the next election, when J.D. Vance runs. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.